Okay, hi. I've got your plan open in Cheap Architect Premier X8, which I think is the big brother of Home Designer Pro 2017, that's what I assume you have. And I've programmed this file to be allowed back in Pro or any other Home Designer product, in case you want the file. But I'm looking at the problem area, and I see just some initial problems. We need to put a roof over here, over in this area. Otherwise, you're going to have a big dead valley there, and it's going to be a maintenance problem. So it's going to kind of come in like this one is coming in, but on this side, so that the water will run off here and then run up onto this roof plane. I think that one's sloping down. I can't really tell. Yeah. Now this is actually the part you were asking about. That's the easiest part. And you got it pretty much done, except that this roof plane edge here is chopping off the wall. I'm going to move it back just a little bit. Well, okay, it's resisting being moved. You zoom back and see why it's doing that. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to pull it back from that wall that's there and see what it, okay. That was a little too much, obviously. Roof planes chop off walls, and if the roof plane's too close, it'll chop off part of the wall. And maybe I may need to move that wall. See, now it's coming back. Now I'm moving it back towards the wall. Yeah, seeing the wall came back. So we have a wall there. I'm going to open it and see what kind of wall it is. Okay, it looks like a wall you drew, but it's not programmed right for an attic wall. That's an attic wall. So I'm going to make it no room definition, no locate, and attic wall. When they're automatically generated, they come in programmed like that. And we'll see if that makes any difference. I may need to, I guess I'm going to, okay, there's the framing and so forth. So I'm going to have to do some more work on that. So I'm going to handle this and then that. Oh, that's kind of a problem over there. Anyway, that's not what you asked about. Let's handle this. I'm going to go and turn on roof planes in plan view. Oh, roof planes are on. Okay, they just must not be on this floor, and I want the baselines, roof baselines turned on. And we'll need to find the roofs. There they are. Okay. I think I'm going to turn off those color fills. Let me figure out what layer those are on. I could turn off just that layer. Line style, yeah. Oh, it's on the roof planes layer. Never mind. Okay. So here's this big guy here. We need to connect that ridge there, looks like. When the lines are a little dark, that means that they're disconnected. What's that? Ooh, that's kind of a problem right here. See that eave edge is out of plumb. So I'm gonna where's my edit tool? There it is down here. Use the parallel tool, straighten that up. I won't straighten up because this extra break here. I'm going to get rid of this break and just drag it to a corner so that I can get that plumb. Okay, that's better. I see you're learning how to manually edit roofs, and you can't leave these jagged edges and all these extra breaks in there. It just causes havoc. This should be outside the wall, so I'm going to drag this outside the wall. And these extra breaks in here, I'm going to get rid of them by dragging them out. And whenever you see this dialogue here, I always check, don't show this again, and cancel. I've never found a useful purpose for that awful thing. Okay, now we'll plumb up that edge and bring it out just outside the wall. Yeah, this, oh, that's part of it. I get it. Never mind. I see why that wall is there. So your overhangs are, can't tell. That's kind of an odd figure for an overhang. 3'10", and always measured to the far side. About 42-inch overhangs. That's really, really pronounced. Let me go back to the overview camera. I'm not oriented to, I need to figure out where this camera view is. Okay, there's that deck. Okay. So you've been working on this for hours. I just seen it for a few minutes. Okay, there's that. There's the front door. Well, you got some disconnect on the framing here. You know, too much space there, you know. You can fix that. It's no big deal. That's kind of odd looking right there. One thing is, I recommend to people that they don't build framing until all of the editing's been done, because the framing just goes where the roof planes are and where the ceilings are. And if you build framing early, then it just clutters up the plan like it's doing now. I'm gonna turn the framing off. The framing's wrong because you're not done editing the model, so there's no point in building framing. It's a waste of time. Oh boy, you got a lot. You built everything. I wonder if you have auto build framing on. I never use that crap. Don't take it personally. It's just I don't build framing until everything's perfect and tiddly boo, and then it just cuts down on the amount of editing you have to do on the framing. Let's see. I think it's over under build. What you call build framing. Okay, you know, to your credit, you don't have automatically build framing on. That's good. Let me check roof framing. Okay, you don't have auto build framing on. I'll just turn those visible layers off in this camera set. There we go. Framing. Don't want it. Don't. I'm just interested in seeing the roofs right now. I'm not interested in seeing a bunch of framing. It may make your model look funny, but that's just not important. Yeah, it looks better already. I guess you wanted this roof here to kind of follow this the deck below, but like these extra breaks here, and here, they're totally unnecessary and unwanted. Let's get rid of that one. You might consider bringing this edge and this one together. I think that'll make a cleaner kind of a situation. I need to find that in plan view. Let's see, I can go Shift F6. Shift F6 and tile the screens. Where's that? I see a deck there. That must be this deck. Let me zoom back over here and see if I can. I need to get oriented so when I'm Okay, there's that deck that's over here. That's on the opposite side of the house. Okay. I can't rotate the plan view, but I guess this gable here must be that gable, I'm guessing. And its ridge has been separated. Click here and then rotate around and I'll fix that. Any particular reason why this is metal and this is shingles? I just noticed that they're different materials. It doesn't look separated from this angle. Looks perfect from this angle. Well, this is a complicated roof. I'm glad you have to deal with it instead of me. I mean, in terms of being the author of it. I'm dealing with it, but I'm not. It's not. I don't have to own it like you do. Now, from a distance, that looks separated, but up close, it doesn't look separated. You got a missing gable wall there. Well, you got them missing all over the place. That's a bad edge. Oh, okay. See, this roof line goes all the way through. There's no oh, I see. It goes back here. Never mind. I take it back. It's just, this is a bad tie-in you've got here. I'm sure you know that. See, what you would not commonly do is take this edge here and come up roof with it. And then that leaves this edge here. Oh, it won't go. There must be some additional breaks there. So, you zoom in on it. Yeah, see, there's an additional, whoops, break right there. Those additional breaks make it harder to work on. I'm trying to zoom in, but when I zoom in, I over zoom in. Let me go to the plan view and see if I can find that. I can't find it. That's about right over the front door. Where's the front door? There's the front door. Okay, now I got it. So this is the roof plane with the extra breaks in it. You zoom in, you can see them. See those two right there? I'm going to get rid of one of them. So that this angle piece here is just one line. The join roofs tool is programmed to join one edge to one edge. And if there's two edges, so then it won't work. So that should connect to that nice and clean. It didn't. It tried to, but it didn't. I'm going to take this and straighten it out a bit more. You can kind of see this develop as I work on it. And I created a little gap here, but that's no big deal. I'm going to take that and join it again. When you're manually editing roofs, you just, in the process of fixing it, you're knocking things out of kilter also. I'm going to take this roof plane and use the break line tool and go back to this invisible wall that you've got defining the front porch right here, and make this parallel to that. Give it a little bit more space. And I think you'll see that that's going to, see, it already looks quite a bit cleaner in that valley there. And this is the area I want to work on anyway. And then click on this. And there's a little bit of separation here. I'm going to see if I can't get that not separated. what's that? Okay, okay, there's a break there. That's why it's not working. So I need to get rid of this break here, drag it to a corner. And we'll get a clean valley seam here with these two roof planes. Uh-oh. No, okay, that cleaned it up. Now this is just, I'm not done yet, so that's why it looks funny. This extra break here, I'm going to get rid of it. You want to make your roof planes as simple as possible. Okay, now that this edge is nice and connected, and it should go, I don't know how far up here it's going to go, but it'll probably to there. Okay, now I need to change the viewpoint on this overview so we can kind of see the other side of that. Yeah, there's the other side. And that's where I intend to put a roof plane up here to kind of cover this potential dead valley. So, okay. And it needs to match this one, though it doesn't need to be this large. So I'm just going to draw another one. Click on that. No, I don't want that. I want this. And then we'll, I don't know exactly where. I'm just going to draw the baseline over that wall just arbitrarily and then come up here in that direction. And I'll put it over the existing roof plane. It should come into view here momentarily. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Now I'm going to open this roof plane here next to it. Yeah, that one. Oh, I was going to get the ridge height out of this, but I don't think that's going to be the same ridge. So this one's coming in. Okay, I need to find it over here in plan view. It's a little bit hard to see because of all these colors that you used. I think that's it. Yeah, there it is. So where's the ridge of this one? It's right there. Okay. Yeah, okay, I got it. I'm going to drag this over there. So, yeah. Okay. I'm going to take this and use the transform replicate tool and lower it about, I'm just guessing at this point, I'm going to move it down minus 18 inches so that this is closer to the actual ridge that I want to connect it to. Okay, that's quite a bit closer, but it's not close enough. Let me change the attitude here. Click on that again and lower it, I think about 6 inches, minus 6. Okay, that's pretty darn close. Now, in order to get closer than that, I'm going to use a third camera. I'm going to use a backlit cross. Well, I don't see backlit cross section. Maybe I clicked on the wrong icon. Rendering techniques, no. Oh, let me go to plan view. Click on the plan view and then try that icon. There we go. There's the backlit cross-section camera. And I want to look right here across that roof plane that I created. Yeah, see, there's those two I'm trying to match, I think. No, that's it. Not that one, this one. Well, I click on, I get the bigger one. See, I'm trying to click on this, but I don't think that's fair. That didn't. tell me what I needed to know. I'm going to look in the opposite direction. I think there's the two. I see the pitches are different. I didn't realize the pitches are different. So what is this one? That one's 15 degrees. What's this one? Yeah, okay. I'm going to lock the ridge and change that to 15 degrees. We should see the change here momentarily. There we go. Now I'm going to zoom in on this cross section and get a measurement from here to the ridge of the other roof plane I want to connect it to. 1/8 of an inch. I don't believe that crap. Use a different measuring tool. Just want to measure from here. Yeah, that's okay, 5 1/4. So I'm going to click on this one. I need to find it in plan view. I'm going to Control Tab. Okay, I just had on Control Tab didn't work for some reason. Okay, I need to make sure that this roof plane, well, I can't even see anything. Let me turn off temporary dimensions. Try that again. Yeah, I need to get, yeah, there, that's better. I need to snap it right to there so that they're collinear in plan view. Okay, it's still a little tall, so I had to measure again. Where that is to where I want it to be. That's 5 13/16. So we'll click on it and then use Transform Replicate to drop it 5 13/16. Yeah, okay, that should work. There we go. See, we got a nice ridge cap there. I'm going to take this and let's see. I think I'll do it in plan view. It's kind of hard to do in a camera view. Now I got the edge of that roof plane. We'll show it over here against the wall, but not touching the wall. Okay, and I want to take this roof plane and get rid of that extra break over there, so I have a clean triangular corner. I'm going to take this edge and drag it up this way. It's probably going to be this roof plane doesn't need a gutter in it. I'm going to turn that off on the Options tab. No gutter. And make it more triangular shaped. As soon as my computer catches up, there we go. Make that a triangle. I think that's how this is going to play out. We'll see. I'm going to take this edge and see if it won't join to this new edge that I created. And we'll just see what it does geometrically. Okay, that's the beginnings of a fix. Now that doesn't handle your deselect. Come on, computer. Let me hit F5, see if that won't clean up. Well, it's just stubbornly saying that way. Anyway, that takes care of that dead valley. Now this wall here, and I think that's down here. Let's see what floor are we on? We're on floor 2. So it must be the laundry room wall. Let me get a floor camera inside the laundry and see if I can see that. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is, seen from the inside. So I guess this room must have, okay, let's see if the ceiling, yeah, you've got a flat ceiling over, but for some reason the flat ceiling's not showing. Let me check the structure tab for ceiling. Ceiling finishes white drywall. Well, I wonder why I can't see the ceiling. Maybe you've got in this camera set, you've got ceilings turned off. Let's check for that. Ceiling plane, ceiling, you've got, yeah, ceiling surfaces were turned off. Turn that back on, see what it looks like. Okay, that helps a little bit. I'm gonna put this wall polyline back. You probably altered it trying to fix this. I can further check on that by opening the wall polyline and checking the structure tab. Yeah. Whenever you manually edit something, this becomes unchecked. So recheck that. And that should go back where it's supposed to go. And then I'm going to do the same thing with these other walls. This one looks like it's been diddled with. And it's out of alignment, see here. That's beyond the pale of what I'm trying to do here, but I'm going to check. Yeah, you manually edited it. Let's let it go where it wants to go and see what happens. That looks better already. And I don't know what that is, but that's beyond the scope of this video. Okay, so I would assume that the wall that would go here would be in the attic. So let's go up to the attic. And this error message here just means that we don't have this file on your computer. That's germane to your computer. Okay, see, here's where the camera's looking. Here's that wall. It looks like it's got siding on it. It's just kind of chopped up by the edge of the roof. So I need to see the roof planes. Oh yeah, there's a roof plane. It's out of plumb, and we got a jog in it. Yeah, got to clean this up. Yeah, you're trying to match this. Okay, let's one thing at a time. Then take this edge and parallel it up. Just get it plumb in the plan again. It's not currently plumb. Now it's plumb. And this edge over here is not plumb. I'm pretty sure it's not. See, it looks a little squiggly. It still looks squiggly. Let's see what's going on here. This must be the other roof plane. Yeah, that's okay. That's that one. And this is the one causing all the trouble, I think. Looks like there's some extra brakes in there that we don't need. I don't see one there. I'm zooming in really close, but something funny looking with that corner. Oh, it's a point marker. Okay. Yeah, this edge here, I'm going to try to parallel perpendicular it to this wall because you can see it's chopping across it. That look, yeah, that whole thing looks better. But now I need to identify where that attic wall is. Okay, it looks like it's right here. Let's verify that. Yep. So turn the reference display on, and these walls don't align with the floor below walls. I think that's kind of part of the problem. Let's take this and align it. Yeah, it's in alignment now. And this roof line here is not too close. I think that's, yeah, that's the one that I thought was so close it was chopping it, but you can see the red line here, so it's not touching it. Let's get it a little closer, but not touching. And I'm gonna go up and see if I can do something with that wall. Okay, it's in alignment now. That little piece over there. It's aligned, whatever. Okay, the shape looks better. What do you got on there for siding? New exterior siding 6. New panels. Oh, that's probably one of those materials that you didn't send with the, yeah, see, the texture's missing. That's the reason I can't see anything. Once you get this file back on your computer, then that should look better. I don't know why it, let me get F5 over here and see if I can clear that up. Okay, I'm going to close that camera. I think that camera's become worthless. And we'll turn the reference display off and create a new fresh overview. It's still not fixed. And that wall shows that it goes all the way over to here. It should be there, it just isn't. Let me see if I can find it in an elevation camera. That would be, I'm going to use a back clip. And I think that's right about along in this area. I'm going to do a cross section right there, but just back clip from where you left click to where you release the mouse. There's that wall. It shows in this view. I'm going to extend it over to there. Just extend the wall polyline and overdraw the other wall. This doesn't match very well. There's something wrong here, but I'm not quite sure what. Well, the wall's showing there now. In this camera view, it doesn't show in any in overview cameras. I wonder if attic walls is turned off or something. That could cause that. I'm going to go over to this camera set. I mean, the display options for this camera set, camera view set, and go to walls, attic. Yeah, you got them turned off. I'm not going to answer that. Yeah, okay. Better already. I think we need to extend the overhang here on this roof plane a little bit. And the case is solved, at least for this area. Main reason the wall wasn't showing is because you had that layer turned off in this camera set. There's some other problems with this roof. It's very, very complicated and complex. See, like these two roofs coming together are not going to come together. They're going to come together at an angle, not the awful way you have it. And I could critique this a lot, but you've done really well, and you're probably going to do really well with this. It looks great. It's an interesting house. And oh yeah, see this roof plane here is chopping off this wall. if you click on the roof plane and just pull it back away from the wall a little bit, then the wall will build through that. That cleaned up a little bit. This wall here just needs to be extended over here, and it'll fill that in. That's an attic. Oh, well, it didn't. Let's see if we, well, all right. I'm going to take this wall and go to the structure tab and check that to undo the manual editing I did to it and see where it goes. Okay, that looks better. See, if you don't do anything, nothing ever happens good. Anything good happens because end users did something. That's the reason all those ridge, there's a wall missing there. I'm just going to take this one and fill that in. We'll just bypass the missing attic wall. Take that and fill it in there. Fill the wall polyline in there. Yeah, that looks better. But except for that wall sticking through the roof, that's not too good. Let me click on that. Oh, okay, I did that. Pull it down just a little bit so it's not poking through the roof. There, okay. Better, better, better. I don't intend to fix every anomaly on here, but just fix a few. And yeah, I would take these two roof planes here. Instead of have that squared off, that's not workable geometrically speaking. You want to break it right here where they come together. Put a break there. Have this angle back up that way some. And then take this edge that you rightly created, and this one, this edge here, and then join it to that new edge that I created on this one, and they should create about a 45-degree angle there. And they did. See how much cleaner that looks? And now this is a problem. Here's another dead valley that you've created. And you're going to have to put a roof. Well, you need a wall there, and then it's going to have to be heavily flashed. Otherwise, it's going to eventually leak. It may be, yeah, the wall's just being chopped off by the roofs being too close in. I'm going to move that back a little bit. I mean, you're not going to have a problem with virtual rain in these virtual models, but if you don't move roof planes out of the way, then you won't get a wall like this. So I'm just going to extend that wall polyline up and see if it won't snap to that perpendicular wall. Oh, it kind of did. That needs a little more cleanup, but that's better looking now than it was. And of course, this wall, hold still. This wall here, bypassing this wall is not okay. Let me go back to the camera view. Maybe I can just alter the polyline like I've been doing. Zoom in a little bit. Click on that and line it up with the wall, the perpendicular wall. I mean, the software can be made to do impossible things like you had, and you don't want it to show the builders impossibilities. You want them to show them possibilities. Like this separation here, that white separation. Let me open this roof plane and go to the structure tab. So you got the ridge. There's no ridge board in this, but you've got it set to way wider than the fascia, and the rafters are set to 2x10s, and that's wildly wider than your fascia. So it's not a good idea. I'm just going to drop that to 2x6s. I'm not an engineer, so I can do whatever I want. I'm going to drop this to 2x6. And then we'll see what happens to that white stuff. That's the bottom of the rafter sticking through there. Now that's a lot cleaner looking. Now, is it structurally sound? Well, I don't care. I'm not an engineer. Now it doesn't look so bozo looking. Now I'm going to click on this wall and bring it down below the roof so that it doesn't poke through the roof. And already it looks better. See, now it's not sticking through the roof. We got square corners on. Now this wall polyline here, there's a gap there. I'm going to just drag that up a little bit. A little bit more. Okay, we still got a little space here. That's what it is. You pull that back just another inch or two. That looks better. Anyway, I'm about done with this video. My purpose was not to fix everything wrong with this model because it's not my model. Some of this stuff, oops. That wall there looks stupid. We click on that. And we'll go to the structure tab and click default height because it's now sticking through the roof. That looks goofy. There we go. This one jumped back through the roof. I'm just going to drag it down a little bit. There. Okay. I've made the model cleaner looking. That when I did over that wall, it went away. Yeah, see, the roof edge is crowding it there. You just pull it away a little bit. See if that didn't bring that the gray siding back. It did not. It's just a complicated roof. It takes a lot of adjusting and tweaking, and maybe this is the edge that's a little bit too close. Let me pull it back a little bit. Something is chopping up there that brought the wall back. Okay. Well, I hope this has helped you in some way. I'm sorry I lost my voice, but I hope it helps you and any others that might look at it. In any case, thanks for watching.